next guest today, Dr. Rodney Syme, who of course is a Victorian surgeon who has helped many terminally ill patients over the years with compassionate end-of-life care. He's a tireless campaigner for the end-of-life reform, president of the Dying with Dignity Victoria. He had a breakthrough win with the medical board late last year when it was decided that his prescription of medicine for gentle death for a patient was appropriate and acceptable palliation. Let's hear what he has to say. Will you please make him very welcome, Dr. Rodney Syme.
Thank you. It is a great pleasure and a privilege to come to Cottesloe to support Alida Lancet in her campaign to unseat a Premier who ignores the rights of the people. A leader is that rare person who, recognising that something is wrong, is prepared to take risks to change that. I am sure we all instinctively admire that. There are some who feel that the 2,500-year-old Hippocratic Oath is sacrosanct, but the world has changed out of all recognition since that time. 2,000 years ago, the Roman philosopher Seneca said, "A man should live as long as he ought, not as long as he can." Philosophers since then have argued for the moral right to end one's life if it is racked by physical suffering and devoid of purpose and pleasure. Sir William Osler, regarded as a founder of modern medicine, said in 1900 that it is a doctor's duty to ease death. Medicine is very different now in 2017 from 1900, but that duty has not changed. We live now on an average of 30 years longer than we did 100 years ago. We now have the tools to prolong life, but also to prolong suffering. There is a sound medical ethic. First, do no harm. But is there not more harm in prolonging a life of intolerable suffering than in relieving that suffering at the request of that person? For that is the bounden duty of a doctor, to relieve suffering. Unfortunately, much suffering can occur as we approach the end of our life, often escalating as death approaches. Suffering which will in fact only end with our death. And it is the bounden duty of a doctor to respect the autonomy or wishes of his patient, his or her patient. So what else is a doctor of conscience and compassion, like Alida Lancet, to do but honour the request of her patient for the relief of intolerable suffering and comply with best practice? Unfortunately, best practice puts her in potential conflict with the law, as we have seen. She has been strong enough and brave enough to confront the law in order to change that law. There is no logic in forcing people go to the very end of their lives in grievous suffering, when they rationally seek assistance from their doctor to bring that suffering to an end, a peaceful end, a dignified end, sharing that profound moment with their family. The provision of control to people in such circumstances is the most valuable palliative action that a doctor can take. A small minority will use such a right, but the whole community will benefit from having the security of being able to make that request. That is the human right that Alida Lancet wants to give you, but the Premier is opposing it. I know who I would vote for.